Hey you guys, it's Britt. Today we're here to talk about Creepshow Art for just a few minutes. I realize that this train has kind of already left the station. I think that it speaks to a larger concern, and that's what I want to talk about today. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so Creepshow Art decided to make her grand return to YouTube. I think that this was just a one video upload. I don't believe that she's going to come back again. I think that this is the end of her time on YouTube, but again, crazier things have happened. When it comes to her return, she uploaded this video. Let me give you, because I feel like it's been a week now or so. So she uploaded a video 2 weeks ago, and it's called The Lies of Emily, Artful with Evidence. It has 325,000 views. The comments on this video do not disappoint. I think that there are a few that I want to read to you guys. But first of all, let's talk about the larger issue at hand when it comes to this video that Creepshow Art did and this whole kind of Emily Artful Creepshow Art saga that unfolded. I know that other creators were involved in it as well, but I really want to focus on the two main kind of key players in this video. The thing that I find very scary and upsetting about the video that Shannon put out, as well as other pieces of information that were already released earlier, is that it's such a stark reminder of how scary people can be online, and you literally never know what kind of information people are collecting about you, what kind of screenshots are being taken. I always talk about your internet footprint, like your digital footprint. It's such a key thing to discuss in today's day and age, because we are all online and we are all posting pictures, comments, sharing things between each other. And I think that most of you guys will already know this, but I have major trust issues when it comes to opening up to people online, because you really never know who's on the other side of the screen. It could come off like it's a really sweet subscriber and they just want to talk to me, but it could also be someone who is using a fake account, trying to get information from me, trying to track my location. And I'm not saying I look at everyone that way, but it is always in the back of my mind, and that's why there are certain things that I just won't share. And the reason I talk about the internet safety portion of this is because what I've seen a lot of chatter about is with the Emily and Creepshow thing. People want to say that it's drama or it's tea. This again is one of those situations that I consider so much more serious and so much darker than drama or tea. I consider drama or tea things that are lighthearted and could be even funny at times. But when we're talking about someone doxing or, being extremely hateful or bullying or harassing someone, tracking your location, going real life, none of those things fall into the category, for me at least, of being drama or tea. What Shannon did with Emily was she documented every single thing that this girl has done online, said online, written online, to the point where this video was supposed to be, hey, I'm not a stalker, but in fact what it did was say, hey, I'm a stalker. Shannon went so far as to be able to identify what color Emily's bedroom was in her dad's house. Why would anyone know that? Why would anyone admit that they know that information? That is extremely scary, and there are a lot of things that she put out that I would consider to be creepy and problematic. I think one of the biggest red flags for me was just the catalog of information that Shannon had collected against Emily. We're talking about 10, 11, 12-year-old posts that were collected and saved in order for Shannon to be able to refer back to them. There is absolutely zero reason why anyone should be cataloging screenshots and comments and posts on different forums and parts of different videos. It's just very scary to me. And I know that that is a very generic term to describe this, but it is true horror to think that someone is collecting all of this information to try to use it against you. I'm glad that all that it did was make her look like a stalker. And I'm glad it didn't do anything else, but the trauma and the ripple effect that Emily is going to feel from all of this stuff to do with Shannon, I hope that she is okay. I hope that she is, really leaning on the people that she can trust right now. And I hope that she can move forward from this and be amazing both on and offline, because I really feel for her. And I understand that, one of the things was with Emily and her addiction, the sobriety dates or whatever being called into question. That's the last of my concerns as far as if someone gave 2 or 3 different dates. I really don't care. I think that that is such a useless point to try to bring up and use against someone. All that Shannon did was deflect and show that she had literally a catalog of documents and screenshots that she had been collecting against Emily. Before I get into some of the comments on Creepshow's actual video that I want to share with you guys, I just want to say that, keep in mind your digital footprint, your own digital footprint, whether or not you upload to a YouTube channel or maybe you just upload to Instagram or another social media platform. Keep in mind that the internet is forever. I say that all the time because it's true. But just remember, you never know who might come across your picture, your, random blog post. Just make sure that you're remembering that the internet is forever. You never know who's on the other side of the screen. You don't know who might randomly one day decide that they have a personal issue with you and they're going to start stalking you, quite like Shannon ended up doing to Emily. This could happen between any 2 people that come across each other online. And the internet can be such a fun place, but on the flip side, like everything else, it can be extremely traumatic if you go through a situation like this and you figure out that someone was cataloging information and watching your every move. Whether or not you know that that person even exists, it can be very scary. So make sure that you're keeping your own personal safety, a priority. If you're someone that spends a lot of time online, I would also highly recommend getting a VPN. Make sure that that is thrown in there as an added layer of protection, and just, try to, before you post something, just make sure that it's something that you really want out there. Because even though mistakes are made, I also understand that someone that might not like you and this person that you might not even know exists could be cataloging this in order to use it against you one day. And that's just, it takes the fun out of the internet. I miss when the internet was a really fun place to hang out and it was cool to connect with people and have conversations. And it just feels like now you never know who's faking it, who's real, who hates you, who likes you. It's just become a really tangled web of feeling like you're putting your mental health and your safety at jeopardy. And that to me sucks. So, I obviously do my best, but all that I can do is, remind you guys as well, if you're, coming across this video, make sure that you're keeping yourself a priority when you spend time online as well. Shannon to me is a complete basket case. I don't think that she deserves to have a platform. I think that she is someone who is very dangerous, and despite not being a big, you know, I'm not a big advocate of cancel culture. I'm always an advocate for accountability culture. But when it comes to what Shannon has done, I think that she has proven many different times in many different ways that she is a danger to people on the internet. With saying that, I also think that that's not something that should be taken lightly, and I don't think that she deserves a platform. So I hope that she goes away and leaves for good this time, and I think that she will be one less problem on YouTube. YouTube is really taking a turn, and you know, if someone like her is going to leave the platform, then it's one less problem. But either way, that's my thoughts on that. Totally came out with this video that was, you know, she said a whole lot without saying much at all, but what she did do was prove that she is in fact a stalker of Emily, and it was very scary and also very hard to listen to her video without being upset for Emily, but also falling asleep, because the whole video was just talking in circles. But let's get into some of the comments. When Emily was in elementary school, she pretended to be sick so she could stay home. This proves how selfish and manipulative she is. Yeah, I did that too. Oh, see, this is exactly what I was saying. Someone said, every drug addict lies about their sober birthday to hide relapses. Speaking as an addict myself, that was gross, Shan. Someone else said, I don't stalk her, but the color of the walls in her dad's house. Girl, all you did was made me believe Emily more. And I think a lot of people are on that same page. Shannon saying, go touch some grass is so ironic, it's almost painful. You literally stalked a person for more than a decade. At this point, grass can't fix you. You need a whole forest and therapy sessions. And I'll also say, with Shannon signing off, when I say I want her to go away, I want her to go away and get help. You know, I don't want her to suffer. I don't want anyone to suffer, especially if they're having mental health issues. So I hope that she gets off YouTube, but I hope that she really does get help. And maybe one day, even if it's 5 years from now, she can reflect on this and recognize why the internet was in an uproar over her BS. So someone else said, she really said, Emily Artful is accusing me of being a cyber stalker. Good thing I've been documenting all of her online activity for the past 10 plus years so I can prove her wrong. LOL. So someone was actually able to see the dislikes, and they said, fun fact, this video has 1.6K likes and 45K dislikes. Wow. Someone else said, this is actually disgusting, not even in a funny way. Shannon is an actual stalker and a danger to people. I hope Emily takes legal action. And that's exactly what I'm saying. People like this who, you know, have the patterns and the behavior that Shannon has exhibited, I don't think that those people are going to do anything positive online besides cause issues for other people and put other people's personal safety at risk, and those are not people that we need online. Just my opinion. Someone else said, I didn't stalk Emily, but post 2.5 hours of evidence you stalked Emily. When all the RAM on your computer is dedicated to Emily, you might have a problem there. Absolutely. Shannon, I'm not a stalker. Also, Shannon, I have emails and pictures from over 10 years ago. So this will be the last comment that I'll read because you guys, you know, understand the general idea of this. But someone said, in all seriousness, though, this video is probably so terrifying to Emily because it really details how much information Shannon and Anthony truly collected over the past 8+ years. Not to mention the subtle hints that they have more sensitive information on her. I'm sure there's details in here that Emily doesn't even remember having posted. This is actually scary. So I send, you know, light and positivity to Emily during this time. Like I said, I know for a fact that this has to be just way too much to digest. So I hope that she is really leaning into people that she loves and that love her. And I hope that she is in, you know, some kind of therapy or counseling if that's what works for her. And I hope that Shannon never publishes another YouTube video again. Anyone, this is like an extreme case of this. I understand that. But even if, let's just say that, you know, we're talking about the things that we talk about all the time, like doxing or contacting employers. Even if it's those kinds of things, these are people that do not deserve a platform online. Anyone who would seek out that information, anyone who would ask someone else to obtain that information for them, is not someone who is safe to be online, and that's just my opinion. And I think that people really, especially at YouTube, need to crack down when they receive complaints of a dox or harassment or bullying. There has to be a better system placed out here for people to be able to protect themselves, because it just seems like people have lost the ability to just keep things online. Let's keep our opinions online, talk about it in the comments. We can make, you know, 4 videos if we want to, but as soon as it travels offline, it's extremely scary, and people's safety and mental health are being jeopardized every single day because of dangerous jerks on the internet. So either way, those are my thoughts for now. If you like the video, leave a like and a comment, and if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.